KFDM reporter Kalie Desimone joins us now.
Kalie Desimone is investigating.
Kalie, what can you tell us?
Kalie Desimone spoke with the family.
Kalie Desimone has more.
You can see this tree right here. It's still smoldering. There's some embers that are falling every once in a while. If you look off into the distance, that's where you can see some of the much larger flames. That's because investigators believe the flames are out. Now, they are not going to investigate until the sun comes up. They don't want to take the chance of anyone else getting injured.
Power has been restored to residents, but businesses like this one have been shut down for nearly a week.
The next time you take a ride on Amtran, it might cost you a little bit more, and you might have to dig a little bit deeper into this wallet. Black Friday, you know, camping out here on the curb, paging through the circular, fighting your way through the front door of any store. This year, many stores will be open on Thanksgiving, but the deals are online, and they are online right now. A federal investigation shows that the conditions inside the jail are so terrible that it often leads to prisoner-on-prisoner attacks. It's hard to know what your youngsters will expect underneath the Christmas tree, but don't worry, we have a full list of top toys. Unbelievable. That is the word that is being used to describe what I'm about to show you. This is what is left of the Escambia County Jail. You can look, that is the front portion, and it is completely blown out. Now, if you think that that looks bad, wait till you see what the back of the building looks like. It is just completely demolished. There's a lot of aspects to this particular investigation. A lot of people who have been out here, family members of both the inmates and people who work here at the jail, have a lot of questions, and they have been trying all day to find out whether or not their loved ones are okay. Sheriff David Morgan says investigators are in recovery rather than rescue mode, but that still leaves a lot of unanswered questions for family members who have loved ones that were being kept in the jail.
Because I've heard that they've known about the gas leak for days and they still didn't do anything. I mean, no one deserves to die.
So many questions echoed among family members who gathered here on Leonard Street in Escambia County early Thursday morning.
I understand they're in jail, but at the same time, I mean, have some respect.
One woman whose son was being held in the jail was tired of waiting for answers, so she decided to confront Sheriff Morgan in person.
How do you think family members are feeling that their kids are not being accounted for?
Ma'am, the jail does not work for me. I cannot release that information.
Investigators say they have a very long road ahead of them, and they are going to try to get to the bottom of what caused this incident within the next 5 days. Reporting in Escambia County, Kalie Desimone, Channel 3 News.
In spite of the tragedy one woman experienced aboard the ship, she's found a way to cope. Nicole Brown is from Dallas, Texas, but found herself stranded at sea with thousands of other passengers aboard the Carnival cruise. After learning a tugboat would have to help bring the ship back to land, and that could take several days, Brown created this security blanket. She hung it on a railing near the pool on Deck 9. She says it was the perfect place since everyone had to pass the location to get food. She says the blanket represents the voices of those on board, their humor, and their fear.
It actually helped the people because they looked forward to it. They came and they read other people's comments and they laughed, and some cried while they were signing it. I even had little kids lining up to sign the sheet.
Ms. Brown says she's not sure what she'll do with the blanket, but she says it's a reminder to always be thankful for the things she has. In Mobile, Kalie Desimone, Channel 3 News.
It was on a bus like this one. A 9-year-old boy with special needs was wrestling with his brother. The school bus driver asked them to stop. They didn't. What happened next has the boy's mother very angry.
I saw her strike my son, and I'm not happy about it at all.
In the bus camera video seen here, it looks like 9-year-old Marquise hit the bus driver first, but his mother says something else happened.
And he tapped her on the lip like that, and she went and struck him.
Tamisha Cotton says her son is developmentally delayed, suffers from hearing loss, and has been diagnosed with ADHD.
Different ways to sort of redirect the students' energy or their activity.
Rob Doss is the Director of Transportation for the Escambia County School District. He can't comment on the specifics of this incident since it is still under investigation.
We have documentation on the bus that tells us what to be mindful of and what they respond to and what kind of care they need to have.
I don't even want her working with children, period.
Superintendent Malcolm Thomas says the bus driver has been put on paid leave and will not have any contact with students until the investigation is complete. Reporting in Escambia County, Kalie Desimone, Channel 3 News. Good evening. Welcome to WTAJ News at 11. I'm Kalie Desimone. Tonight, Donald Trump formally accepted the GOP nomination for president at the Republican National Convention. A 16-year-old girl is dead after a crash in McCalmont Township this afternoon. State police say the woman was a passenger in a car when the driver lost control of the vehicle and struck an embankment. Mayor Fink says Tyrone's large population of elderly living on fixed incomes below the federal poverty line is a problem, as many can't afford to pay the rising property taxes. The Florida Highway Patrol is looking for the driver who crashed an SUV into a retention pond, then took off. It happened at about 5:30 yesterday morning. Some researchers at Penn State are spending their summer coming up with a new way to observe the universe. Last fall, they made a groundbreaking discovery on gravitational waves, and now they're getting youngsters involved.
Escambia High School, we got the tub back.
What do you think? 2 weeks to prepare for this game, was it worth it? Is that what you needed?
Yeah, that helped a lot with curing up injuries and everything like that.
There is the food.
There is the food. Fine dining, world class. We're talking much more than popcorn and hot dogs.
Really? Oysters, yes. I hear?
Oysters. You won't believe it. It's going to be a plethora of delicious food.
The Nittany Lion baseball team continues to build momentum after they return home from their first Conference Road Series sweep in 12 years.